Hey guys, RC here, back with episode 23 of our Journeyman Save. We're playing FM18 Football Manager. Looks like RC got to take a shot here. What I'm doing with here, we're in the I don't know, we're in some cup, I forget which one, but we're in round 2. We just beat Jamaica 3-1. Panama we're playing 3 days later. And I saw RC kick up on the highlights here. So okay, so it was blocked. I don't know if that was it. I guess it was. And, looks like another off-target shot here. All right, from a little bit of range. Fair enough. Just kind of, those were just popping up real quick. And another one here. So RC's peppering the goal. Just not having any luck. Oh, a little volley pass. He's just blasting it from way downtown, thinking they're going to take advantage of Panama, I think. So we'll just kind of hang out here a second. And there's RC. See what he does here just to get a little bit of highlight tape. Oh, nice little control by RC on the interception. Oh, there we go. So RC didn't get the credit, but he started that. So, facilitating, that's what he does. All right. Well, look, guys, I'll come back next time RC's in the picture. Mostly I'm trying to do goals and assists, but, just trying to show kind of anything to get some footage on for you guys to check out, just to see RC in action as he continues his appearances for the American national side with some caps for the U.S. team. And they're doing well. They're atop their group, so we'll be back here in a little while. All right, we didn't make it very far, and RC actually had a shot that was saved, so figured we'd pop back since it was at least an on-target shot. See what happens. A lot of these are not that was a nice shot from range. Didn't make the keeper really work for it, but still, it was right on him, but at least it was on target. And looks like we'll break out after the half here. RC's playing a 6-8 in this match. And there we are right there. I've got a resetting at the half here to keep an eye on him. Oh, that was pretty close. RC was on the post there. U.S. with a 1-0 lead, nursing it. Typically what they do is they nurse these leads until they just break down their opponents and end up getting a couple of goals late. All right, here's a chance by over the top. Oh, that was their side. Okay. Oh, right back over the top. Hernandez. Good save by De Gracia. Fair enough. RC back on defense here. There's RC out in the middle of the pitch. It's kind of funny now seeing him and McKinney side by side in the American uniform since they're playing side by side for Chelsea. All right, well, we'll be back again if something happens with RC. And now that we've seen a couple of highlights, I'll probably limit it to just goals and actual assists. So hopefully we see you back. If not, we'll be back with a little wrap up at the end of this round of the cups. All right, guys, we are back. I have just reached June 1st of 2028. We have finished 2 of the World Cup qualifying matches, and there was a gap from like March until September. So I don't know how that works, but anyway. So let's go to our short list and look at our players. RC is still at Chelsea. Before we go look at Chelsea this year, again, because I'm focusing more on the international aspect of this, I think. So let's go take a look at America. Tab Ramos. Remember how young he was, like in, 2004, 2008? He's 61 years old. Oh my God. So RC has climbed up to the top player. You remember he's always been on the list. I don't know if this is in any particular order, but he's never been at the top. So he is now. Fair enough. 15th in the world. And if we take a look here, so these were the matches that at the beginning of this episode we saw some highlights. The 3-1 win over Jamaica, 3-0 over Panama after I finished recording those couple of missed off-target shots and the save that RC was involved in. As I mentioned, we ended up scoring 2 goals. Well, they ended up scoring 2 goals because I'm not playing anything here. I'm just simming and watching. So we do have a couple of friendlies coming up in June, and then in September we play Barbados and Jamaica. So let's take a look at Group 2. Well, all groups, I suppose. So right now, 4 matches in with, 2 to go. Honduras, El Salvador are atop their group, closely contested. Only 1 point separating that second place finish. The U.S. with 12 points, perfect. I think we're good. Yeah, we can lose both matches, so we're going to advance out of the group stage. We play Jamaica one more time. And, yeah, I think Barbados has no shot, even if they win their last 2 matches. So we're in. Jamaica needs 1 point to clinch. And then Mexico's clinched. Canada needs 2 points to clinch. So a win is, and they're in. 2 losses, they might be out. We're not on the leaderboards for anything. And then after the group stage, yeah, they don't even have that up yet. So I don't know what happens next. And I don't even know when the next World Cup, 2030. So we'll have a whole nother year next year of qualifying, it looks like. The rest of this year and then next year. That's going to be fun. All right. Anyway, let's get back here. RC. All right. So he's now 27. He's reached 80 caps for America, for the U.S. Physicals are still holding up. Looking good. I mean, first touch is there, passing is there, dribbling, yeah. And again, I really regret making him play a 1-2. I wish he was more of a dribbler, trying to make driving attacks and then distributing out. But let's take a look at Chelsea this year. All right, so Chelsea finished 2nd. That's where they were expected to finish. Ooh, Ndidi is now the running mate, at least in the last game. How good is he? 31 years old. Pretty good ratings. Huh. Interesting. McKinney is still there. McKinney's 29. He's on vacation. Oh, man. So he already has Real Madrid bought him. Wow. So he's going to be heading to Real Madrid in a month. They bought him for, I don't know. What did they buy him for? Let's see. Chelsea transfer history. All right, so they brought RC in this year for $95 million. And we are not showing transfer center. I can't, it won't let me see. All right, fair enough. All right, but Real Madrid has bought McKinney, so he's gone. All right, so the midfield is really going to become RC's domain now with his American running mate heading off to Spain. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Let's see. Premier Division. All right, so Chelsea ended up on 85 points, tied with Man United, got the advantage on goal differential by +4. Man City took the crown with 90 points, 5 points clear. Middlesbrough, Swansea, Aston Villa got relegated. Arsenal, Liverpool, Stoke is going to be in Europe next year. And coming up next year is going to be Brighton, Brentford, and Sheffield Wednesday. Leeds, near the bottom of the table. 54 points. 8 points clear of relegation. 26 points clear of promotion. Not good. The joy of being a Leeds fan, the biggest club in the championship, and always worrying about getting relegated. Oh my God. All right. Let's get back to RC here. Oh wait, let's see. So RC is no longer, he's not a captain or vice captain. He's no longer the key player. That is Ousmane Dembélé. He is a 31-year-old winger from France. Pretty good. And too old to be a prospect anymore. All right, let's check our history this year. All right, so we played 38 apps, 5 goals, 5 assists. Solid. I mean, you know, that's slight improvement over last year. 3rd year in a row with above a 7 average rating. Let's see. 36 starts, 2 coming off the bench. 1 player of the match. That's nice. 5 cup games, 4 goals. That's strong in the cup action. 10 continental games in Europe. We got 1 assist. 15 internationals with 4 goals and 7 assists. That's solid. And 51 goals, 51 apps, 9 goals, 6 assists for the club. That is counting. That's counting the continent. That's counting Europe and the cup, but not the internationals. So big season, 51 matches this year, plus 15 international. So he's played 66 matches. So he's probably wiped out, you would think. He's played all 38 matches 3 years in a row. How did Everton do this year? Just out of curiosity. 14th. Okay. So about where they've been. Let's see. What else? Do we have any milestones? So this is the 2027 and 2028 seasons. North American Player of the Year runner-up. USA Best 11. English Premier Team of the Week. English Premier Team of the Week. Chelsea Seasonal Best 11. Fair enough. 27, we did win the Gold Cup for North America. So that's some silverware that he's hoisted. Okay. Okay, so this year, I forgot about that. He did break the record for Chelsea for the fastest goal, scoring 10 seconds into the match against West Brom. That's nice. That likely will never be broken, I would think. So that's probably global superstar. Very nice. 80 appearances. Came from Everton to Stamford Bridge for a $95 million fee. The 3 winners' medals, the North American Gold Cup, the U20 World Cup, and the North American U20 Championship. U.S. Young Player of the Year, U.S. Player of the Year, and North American Player of the Year runner-up. We're going to keep his history after retirement. So he's doing well. Attributes. All right, he is 1 yellow card away from an international suspension. Thinks Angel Hernandez is a good player. No plans for the future. Contract info expires 2032. So he's got 4 years left. So they had signed him to a contract, did an extension, and now he's a year into that. He's not wanted by anybody. He's not listed. So they're not looking to get rid of him. That's good. All right, I think that's everything for him this year. I can't think of anything else to see. Not set for loan or transfer. 1 short-term plan. What is that? Oh, just on vacation. Nothing specific. Does he have any... Oh, that's not what I want. I can't think of anything else, guys. So, again, solid, unspectacular. He's not going to ever be a big goal scorer. 38 goals for his career. 38 assists. I'm actually disappointed in that, and I think I've mentioned that before. But I think what it is when we look at him, he plays the 1-2. So even in the highlights that we've seen, you probably noticed that he gets the ball and he immediately passes it. He very rarely dribbles, right? In fact, dribbles made per game, not even 0.70 per game in the Premier Division. So if we take a look for comparison, right? Let's look at McKinney. Now, he only played 12 games, 13 in relief, but he's making 1.16 dribbles per game. Who's the other midfielder here? Ndidi? Let's see, Premier Division. Only 0.95. Plays no through balls, short, simple passes. He's more of a defense. Well, to be fair, I think he's more of a defensive mid. I'm interested to see what they do this year if they make a move for somebody else, or if they, just make RC the focus of their midfield. That'll be great if they don't, but I don't see that they would do that. So Rodolfo's starting at defensive center, although he could move up. Marcus Antonio. All right, so he's not as good. So he's got the physicals and mentals that he could probably step in and play. But again, he's more of a defensive mid. He is a distributor. Stays back, tries long range passes. All right, so I don't know how that's going to work out. It'll be interesting to see what Chelsea do. So they've got a couple of options. Ndidi's actually, 31. He'll be 32. So yeah, I mean, do they bring in somebody? That'll be interesting to see. All right, so taking a look at RC again, he's only 27. He will turn 28 at the end of this year, but we'll already be into the next Premier season by the time that happens. So we do have some international stuff coming up in September. So we're going to call this an episode. Next video will be very similar. We'll come back. We'll look at a couple of highlights from the international affairs with the U.S. team in the World Cup qualifying. We'll speed sim through the Premier season and then see how RC does. We'll take a look and see what transfers are made, how those might affect him. See if he sticks around at Chelsea for the rest of his career. See if he ends up traveling somewhere else. It'll be interesting to watch, but he's just coming into those peak years. So it's a little disappointing that he's not the central figure, that he's not the key player on his club. But as a couple of these older guys get a couple years ahead, maybe in a year or two, he assumes that role again like he did with Everton. So, guys, thanks for checking this one out. Leave a like for the video. Subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated if you do that. And we will see you next time. Take care. Bye.